afternoon from Pimlico, home of the 149th Preakness Stakes. But today we're talking about the fillies, the 3-year-old fillies who will be running in the Black-Eyed Susans. This is Gary Quill, this is Nick Hahn. We're both from the racing biz, and we're going to give our opinions on the 3-year-old fillies running in the Black-Eyed Susans. Nick, why don't you get us started off?
Yeah, a field of 8 going in the Black-Eyed Susan, and what would Pimlico be without a little bit of background noise, a little beep, a little plane or helicopter flying overhead? It'd be quiet, and it's not quiet this weekend. Looking at Jeanne Marie here as the first horse coming out, a horse that did most of her racing at Parks. Robert Reed has this horse. Of course, he has Uncle Heavy in the Preakness. Cassius King, the ownership group here. And this is a horse that comes off finishing second in the Weber City Miss at Laurel back in April. Kind of like the separation in between the races here. Real good performance, coming back within 30 days to take a stab at the Black-Eyed Susan, a grade 2 here. So comes back with Michael Sanchez as well. And Jeanne Marie is a horse that hasn't finished worse than second in her 4 career starts.
Yeah, one of the 2 locals that are taking on 6 other fillies here in the Black-Eyed Susans. The number 2, Ringy Dingy, will have Mrs. McCarthy aboard. That is Katie Davis. She's been riding this horse in her last 3 starts. Didn't do so well in the grade 2 Damoiselle up at Aqueduct last time, but it was kind of a muddy track. This filly usually likes to break better than she did that day. Was 6 wide into the first turn, was kind of wide throughout behind horses. I think that may have compromised her a bit. So I think at the price of 10-1, she's an interesting proposition here. Not a big fan of Katie Davis in a graded stakes, but everybody can get on me about that. But I would give Ringy Dingy a shot underneath with a cleaner trip.
Danny Gargan had 2 horses in the Derby. This horse is coming off a pretty substantial layoff and was in the mud, finishing 17 lengths back behind the winner there. So yeah, not going to use this as a May foal. Maybe just needs a little more maturing as part of this. The 3 horses, Lemon Muffin, and this one's trained by the coach Dwayne Lucas, coming off the Kentucky Oaks. Kind of a quick comeback again, the 2 weeks there, and we don't want to get started on that because we don't have enough time for that to have that discussion. But I saw this horse yesterday. I was very impressed with this horse on the track yesterday here at Pimlico. Twice lost to Torpedo Anna in the fantasy. So yeah, Torpedo Anna isn't here today. That's going to elevate Flavian Pratsmell in the Black-Eyed Susan.
Yeah, I like Nick alluded to, I'm not a big fan of fillies coming back 2 weeks later in the Black-Eyed Susans. I keep going back years ago when there was a filly called Blushing KD, won the Oaks, came back in the Susan, faced a mediocre field of 6 other fillies and ran 4th, and all the bridge jumpers took a splash that day because I remember the show payoffs were like $92, $78. So Lemon Muffin kind of hesitated at the start in the Oaks and kind of lost her shot there, but you have to root for Dwayne, but she won't be getting any of my money. So we'll move on to the 4 horse, the second of the 2 locals, Call Another Play. Call Another Play got an ideal trip in the Weber City Miss. There was somewhat of a 3 filly speed duel in the Weber City Miss, which Jeanne Marie was part of. Call Another Play got the benefit of that, passed horses in the stretch and held on gamely, even though Jeanne Marie did kind of run at her in the end. Of the two locals, I'd be leaning on Call Another Play as a possibility, simply because of her running style. I think there's a lot of speed in this race, and Call Another Play could hit the board, or if not, win it here for the hometown folks.
I love this horse in this race. I absolutely love it. Not just because the horse broke her maiden at Colonial Downs, tried the turf, found something on the dirt. Michael Trombetta, whatever was wrong late fall, early winter, seems to have gotten it right, gotten it fixed. 3 straight wins. Larry Johnson and Mike Trombetta all over the Preakness and Black Eyed Susan card. So I think I really like this horse here. Gunsong is a gun runner, and I like the gun runners here. I like just the way this horse looked yesterday morning as well, just doing her little gallop on the track. Horse that has a lot of early speed, see if it'll hold up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think whether or not Gunsong wants to get the mile in an eighth. I mean, she's bred to get that far. I see no reason why that should hold her back. But again, is she going to get caught up in a speed duel that might help your horse, your filly that you like, Call Another Play? Let's talk about number 6. Who could ask for more? Or Mo, excuse me.
It's Uncle Mo.
Yes, it's Uncle Mo filly. And she looks like she's a kind of a head case a little bit. I saw her in the morning, and they kind of just like clear everybody around her, make sure she gets her way going in the morning. Shug McGahee, you never count him out in big races. And she'll be adding blinkers for the first time. So she's been sort of a mid-pack runner. So I'm not sure if the blinkers is to get her more focused during the race or put a little bit more speed in her.
Yeah, just a horse that has seen some good competition, but just really hasn't run well against it. Had a better time down at Tampa. The Byers seems to improve. So, like, if you like that theory for like catching freedom in the Preakness, where the Byers just keep getting better, this could be your horse. But I think it's going to be a lot to ask. Corposo is the 7 horse. What do you think about Tyler Gaffleone's mount?
Yeah, Peter Urton, California trainer, California stabled horse. Her last shot in the San Anita Oaks, she was hung pretty wide, and she kind of hesitated at the start. So it kind of took her out of her game. And but that was the first time she ran without Lasix. And I'm a big looking at horses who've always run on Lasix, and it's their first time running without Lasix. Being a 5-2 morning line, I think I might take a stand against Corposo.
I love the bloodline here that goes all the way back to Curlin, which was like Curlin's best race was here at Pimlico in the Preakness with Street Sense. So yeah, I kind of like this horse. Also saw, like you mentioned, some tough competition out in California, but I'm going to use this horse underneath. I think this is a good exotic. You'd want to be spread with this horse. With your exactas and trifectas, don't leave this horse out.
Okay. So that leaves us with the 8 filly, number 8 filly, Recharge. Recharge, once again, she's going to be part of the early speed. Joelle Rosario takes the mount. She's been away since the end of March when she was in the Grade 2 Fantasy at Oaklawn. Showed early speed, just couldn't keep up along the way. But then again, there's another victim of Torpedo Anna, who we saw win the Kentucky Oaks. I give her a big shot here because basically who she ran against. She looked like a world beater up until when she ran into Torpedo Anna.
Yeah, this is, like you mentioned, you kind of stole my thunder there, but I was absolutely thinking the same thing. Kind of bouncing back a little bit from the competition that she faced at Oaklawn Park, but has proven at a number. When a horse wins a race at this age and has won 3 races at 3 different racetracks, I always like versatility. For me is a sign of talent, which translates into wins. So I like that about this horse a lot. And I think, sort of like Corposo, this is a horse you want to use in your exotics as well.
All right, so we've given you the skinny on each of these 8 fillies. So Nick, I'll let you give your pick, exacta and or trifecta.
I'm going to go with Call Another Play, the 4-horse, Corposo, the 7-horse, Recharge the 8. 4, 7, 8. My picks for the Black-Eyed Susan.
I'm going to take a try with Recharge from the outside, thinking she's the speed of the speed, and Rosario can maybe hopefully slow down the pace a bit. And I'll go with Gunsong in the second spot with Call Another Play to complete the trifecta. So there you have it. Happy Black-Eyed Susan's Day, everyone. Hopefully your wagers are winning ones as well.
Great.